out in San Francisco. Today, union workers will march to Twitter's headquarters with a bill they want Twitter to pay $56 million for the tax breaks they got from the city of San Francisco. Socialism, here we come. Megan Hughes has made a trip to the West Coast and joins us now from outside Twitter's headquarters. Megan, why are San Franciscans just so damn mad?
San Franciscans, I like that, Steph. We'll see if that'll catch on. Well, they're upset because they say this is taking a big bite out of the city budget. These are service workers. This is the SEIU union-organized protest. They're going to be starting at City Hall around 4 o'clock today, rush hour. You can imagine that's going to be pretty inconvenient. They're expecting around 1,000 people to march here to Twitter headquarters that you see behind me. And it's not just Twitter, by the way, that got this tax break. The unions say it's $56 million that should have gone to the city. That's just from Twitter. $100 million for all these other tech companies that are getting the same tax break. And what we're talking about, Steph, payroll taxes for new workers. These companies that are moving to this area, this mid-market area, which was once a very blighted neighborhood, are exempt from paying payroll taxes on new hires for 6 to 8 years. So it's a big boon to companies that are growing, that are hiring.
Twitter hasn't paid these taxes because legally they don't have to. So what exactly are they protesting? To me, this is a hate the game, not the player. Twitter is living well within their rules.
Steph, I think there's a lot of animosity, though, between the sweet deals that the tech companies are getting and the average worker, and what this is doing to neighborhoods, what this is doing in terms of pushing the working class people out. So it's a much bigger debate, a much bigger philosophical debate, like we've seen with the Obama administration pushing for a higher minimum wage. These are workers that are saying, look, and right now, by the way, these service workers are negotiating their contract with the city. They're being asked to give concessions for things like paying more for health care at a time when the city is giving these tax breaks to these tech companies.
Give me an idea.
Now, on the other hand, I mean,
how many jobs?
What's that?
How many jobs since Twitter's inception have they brought to the city and the Bay Area?
Well, I can't say since its conception, but I can say since this tax break, Twitter's added 2,600 jobs. And you look at all of these companies that have been growing, that have been adding jobs, and that's exactly the argument that city leaders make, is these jobs, payroll taxes aside, this means people that are being paid well, that are staying in the city. It means new apartments going up. It means restaurants coming to this area that wouldn't have been here, which means other kinds of jobs. So those are the arguments that the city leaders absolutely are making here, that Twitter and having these tech companies here is really an economic boon to the